Join me as I dive into the science behind happiness and challenge myself to apply these findings to boost my mood for a whole week. Happiness is often considered the ultimate goal in life, and yet it's something that many of us struggle to achieve. We all want to be happy, but what does that even mean? Is it a feeling, a state of mind, or just a fleeting emotion? Today, we're going to explore the concept of happiness and its importance in human life. We've all been there, thinking that if only we had that dream job or that perfect partner or that fancy car, we'd finally be happy. But the truth is, happiness isn't just about external circumstances or material possessions. In fact, research has shown that once our basic needs are met, additional wealth does little to increase our happiness levels. So, what's going on? Why do we still believe that happiness is just around the corner if only we work harder or achieve more? Another common misconception is that happiness is just about feeling good all the time. We think that if we're not smiling and laughing every day, then we must be unhappy. But happiness is so much more complex than that. It's about feeling a sense of fulfillment, of purpose, of contentment. And those feelings can coexist with negative emotions like sadness, frustration, or anger. The problem is, we often focus too much on trying to avoid negative emotions rather than learning to accept and even appreciate them as a natural part of the human experience. And then there's the belief that happiness is just something you're born with, that some people are naturally more optimistic or cheerful, while others are doomed to be gloomy or pessimistic. But the science says otherwise. Happiness is not fixed. It's something that can be developed, nurtured, and grown over time. So, what's the secret to cultivating happiness? Is it all about genetics, or can we really choose to be happy? When we look at the science behind happiness, we find that it's influenced by a complex interplay of factors, including genetics, environment, and personal choices. Research has shown that about 50% of our happiness levels are determined by our genes, while the remaining 50% is split between our environment and our intentional activities. So, what does that mean for us? It means that while we can't change our genetic makeup, we can certainly influence our environment and make conscious choices to boost our happiness levels. For example, studies have shown that regular exercise can increase our feelings of happiness and well-being, even more so than a higher income or better education. Spending time in nature, practicing gratitude, and strengthening social connections can all have a significant impact on our happiness levels. And it's not just about doing more, it's also about being more mindful, present, and engaged in our daily activities. So, what's the main takeaway from all this research? Happiness is not just a destination. It's a journey that involves daily choices and mindset shifts. It's about cultivating a sense of gratitude, practicing self-care, and developing a growth mindset. It's about embracing the ups and downs of life, rather than trying to avoid or control them. In conclusion, understanding the science of happiness is just the first step towards creating a more fulfilling life. By recognizing the common misconceptions about happiness and embracing the complexity of this human experience, we can start to make conscious choices that promote happiness and well-being. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on happiness, and how do you cultivate it in your daily life? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our next video on the